Boy, I love this camera angle. It really helps me look good. Good morning. Again, forgive me. Forgive my face. Uh, in a lot of pain and for years. Oh my gosh. All of you that know me know that uh, my body hurts head to toe. There's not much I can do. Perhaps do less physical labor. But how do I achieve change with less physical labor? It's impossible. So I'm doing a lot of heavy equipment and all this stuff. And um, Tony Howard is proving to be a wonderful asset. Um, I don't really know what to say this morning because when you're in chronic pain, especially since the age of 22, and I do not take any medications for that. I self medicate. A little pot my friend grows, but even that doesn't do it. DOG takes me out for a walk, and every grunt and groan is real, folks. I'm not making this stuff up. And it's been constant. Um, and I want to point this out. I'm a spiritual being riding a very sore horse, and I believe this horse stays going because I'm a spiritual being, and regardless what you feel, most people feel like I'm mad at them. I'm not mad. I'm in pain. It hurts so much. And it is the number one cause of many things, and usually people checking out of this world. I'm not checking out on purpose. My pain comes from within, without every bone in my body. Ty Murray, I'm so glad to hear from you, and please help me develop this relationship with my friend Tony. I don't want him to think that, this look on my face is because of him. It's not. It's because my hip hurts so bad and I can barely sit here to make this video. And as I progress, when I speak of a buffer, it's someone to just simply not allow this to be the person people meet. Um, it is what it is, and I've managed a really incredible life in spite of it. And I was suckered into the pain clinics, and I was suckered into that whole thing, and I've been on the fentanyl patch, and I survived. I'm not on that. However, I do not appreciate the way that I'm uh, self-medicating these days. Um, when I know that there are natural things that help me, and yet I'm in this dilemma of judgment where because I can't talk to you nicely, well, I hurt. I don't know how to talk to you. I can't possibly. Okay, imagine you have a big old thorn in your paw and no one will take it out. I take them out all the time, and I try and be a decent human being, but I truly am misunderstood because of that. If you take the time to study chronic pain, especially since the age of 22 and I'm 59, and there isn't a member of my family, my friends, or anybody that is not aware of the fact that I have been in horrible, horrific pain for my entire life, physically, and yet I've still achieved so much. So it's time we end all that. It's time that that changes. Okay, even what I do here seems to be misunderstood because the look on my face. The look on my face is disappointment in the people that I loved and trusted and gave my power of attorney and gave my wealth and gave them the opportunity to hurt me. And I don't, aside from the fact that I called them on their shit, told them exactly what I thought of them, scumdog millionaires and all this other stuff. I insulted them. I hurt their ego. And so with their ego, they used their legal abilities. They used their knowledge that I did not have, that I went to them for because they were the experts. And they did everything they could to get me to succumb. And then they would help me. I would not succumb. Why would I succumb to evil? Because I hurt? Because I need food? Because my dog needs food? Yes, those are all good reasons, but I didn't do it. So now I come to all of you and I ask you to forgive the anger. It's not directed at you. I am so hurt. I not only emotionally and inside, but my physical being, not my spiritual. My spiritual is intact, but my physical is really pissed off. So I jump on these tractors. I do all this stuff, but lately I've been lifting up tons of soil that should be done by you, an apprentice that wants to work in an art studio and knows that we're making improvements. But I must lead by example, and I hope I'm doing that. Forgive the way I look, forgive the all that, but listen to my words. Listen to the music I post. Listen to facts. Look at my music videos. There aren't many videos that I talk. When I do, I'm giving you an example of extreme mental disorder. I hope that later on those will be licensed and people can use them to learn what happens when you're abandoned by the very people you trust. And and this abandonment issue comes from my childhood. My mother. Of course, Mom. I watched you drop off four of my siblings. I watched you attempt to kill me with a German Shepherd. And then I heard from you my entire life. If it wasn't for you boys, I could have a better life. So I did you a favor and I left your ass at 12. And then what happened? For the rest of your life, you got a check because someone loved me and thought that you were special. And that's what happened, folks. My mother got her disability. My mother got all this stuff. And she also got a $2,400 check from a man named Robert Brownlee. Now, Robert Brownlee was one of my mentors, and we'll stop there. Uh, my brother cousin, Christopher, actually killed him. That's a fact. However, before he died, because of complications to HIV and AIDS, which he got from my brother cousin Chris, who was a male prostitute on Van Ness in San Francisco when he met this biochemist who changed the world of medicine. His name is Robert Brownlee. 26050 Christie Lane, Los Altos Hills, California. I know that well because he became my mentor, my temporary father, the person that I loved and trusted, and he treated me very well and taught me amazing science. I was one of the first people to see an atom split. We had photos from Lawrence Livermore in our TV room across from Hewlett Packard, as we did live in Los Altos Hills. That fine man hired my mother, who was unhireable, yet she had skills in quality control and electronics, and she made the missiles, some of the missiles that Ford made there in Long Beach. My pets were sent from the Olduvai Gorge in Africa. If you don't know what that is, well, Dr. Richard Leakey originally found Lucy there, and Fortunately for me, Mr. Brownlee was a friend of the Leakeys, and he would go over there. Of course, I was a hidden gem that he kept at home, and that was fine. I understood what was going on. I understood my mother was taken care of. She was employed. I understood that I lived in a multi-million dollar house. I understood that I drove a 911 SC when I was 18. The only requirement was when he got home, he needed a little care and feeding, a little love. But most of the time he was out and about. But he found pretty young boys very attractive and something he wanted to have around. So my brother was his favorite. Eh, I was a good choice. He took good care of me. He really did. I drove the latest cars. I discovered sushi. But yet I was jewelry. It's a lot deeper than I wanted to go right now, but it's all part of my story. I want to mention to Ty Murray, Jared, Deanna. My goodness, please, brain, help me remember everyone. Sissy, of course. Come on. It's my gorgeous big old girl. Oh my, see, obviously there's issues. My kin. When I say kin, they weren't people I grew up with. They were people I discovered one day, or they discovered me. And it was my sissy. I call her sissy, Patricia, that found me on Facebook because my best friend for so many years and my assistant with life, Ronald D. Jensen, um, put me on Facebook because I still can't do this. I just make a video and post it. But he understood social media and he understood all this stuff. So I refused and refused because I'm that way. Okay, you can't help me because I already know how to do it. That's not true. You might be able to help me, but there's odds are I know more than you do. I grew up. I'm speechless. I've been in so much pain for the last 3 days, and for the moment, the way that I'm sitting on these pillows and everything else, I'm actually not experiencing a whole bunch. And what I look forward to, what I'm experiencing is this insane insanity of having to, well, I asked my best friend last night, please, DOG's out of food. I need that. And yet my work sells for tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars. And everything around you is something that I've managed to create. That was all chain link fans. You see some art. Do you see the butterflies in the back? Let me go spin that. Oh, this is going to take a second. Boy, that was a lot of work. Tony's going to be here at noon, um, and we'll make some contacts and things like that. Uh, I need a break. Um, I just want to say good morning and put this out there, and hopefully some of you have seen these. I know this isn't working because I look at the views and like nobody's seeing these videos, but apparently a few of you are, and hopefully we're making contact, and hopefully we can do some live stuff. That would be so much more helpful. Peace.